Hi guys, and welcome back to another DrAce video, and today we're going to be playing Ride 4. We're going to be using DrAce Yamaha YZF-R R1 right here in the fantastic Cadwell Park. Now, massive shout out to SirChioXXIII for replicating another fantastic British Superbike delivery there. As goodness me, another bike went down into the first corner. Very easy mistake to make, but yeah, big shout out to SirChioXXIII. He is an absolute genius when it comes to replicating liveries, and he's done it again today, so I had to give it a try. And of course, Bradley Ray having a fantastic season this year in BSB, and I thought, why not make a video with this fantastic bike? And I decided to also do another race for a change, because it's been a while since I actually did a Grand Prix in Ride 4, because most of the time I just do time trial challenges, which I've got more coming this week, so definitely stay tuned. But into the gooseneck for the very first time, fancying a move on the Brazilian ahead of us, but I guess we'll hold off for now. But the only problem with the AI in Ride 4 is that they are just far too weak, as we're going to try and make a little lunge up into turn 9 there. As goodness me, what a mistake from the Canadian, as he just bins it going into the 9th corner. But now into turn 11, do we have a lunge up on the inside for the mountain? Oh, that was cheeky. That was cheeky. That was absolutely beautiful though. Nice cheeky little manoeuvre up on the inside of the fellow Brit, Chester Anderson. And we are now into the podium positions already after starting at the back of the grid. We really need more difficult AI in Ride 4, or at very least on PC, give us 22 riders to overtake. That's all I'm asking for, really. But across the line, it's the first lap time so far today. I'm certain we'll certainly be improving those lap times at some point. But for now, we've got to chase down Nico Storti and Sarah Gressner, who is leading the Grand Prix right now. The German Sarah Gressner, as we'll pretty much probably have her caught down by the end of this lap. I'm thinking a lunge into the mountain, if possible, once again. But hard on the brakes, we'll go into park for the second time of asking. Really close to the rider ahead of us. Every single rider right now on the R1M. So no advantage for anyone, I guess, apart from us, really. As we now go round the outside into the gooseneck and up on the inside. Not quite. Great defence from the Italian, but we could have a lunge going around the outside and then firm on the brakes into Mansfield. Just trail braking in for the 8th corner. But now for the innocuous right and left hand exchange as we go really close. Goodness me! Sarah Gressner gets absolutely whacked into oblivion as I just carried way too much speed there. I'm going obviously way quicker than the AI is capable of doing, and yeah, that happened. That was a little bit scary, but we got the job done. It was a very aggressive lunge, but we're in the lead, and now going into the hall bends, going from the right to the left, to the left to the right, to the right again, to the hairpin, and then finally, for the final corner for turn 18, the nice tight apex of Barn, as we just go a little bit too eager upon the acceleration. No traction control for this video today. Anti-wheelie on 1 or 2, I don't actually recall, but into Coppice and for turn 1, be very careful in that braking zone. If you carry a little bit too much brake, or even carry a bit too much speed, you will instantly drop the motorcycle. It's a very scary corner going into the first one here in the magnificent Cadwell Park. Now, if you're new, consider subscribing, but if you're also new and you've not heard that I am an absolute advocate for this wonderful circuit of Cadwell Park, it is by far one of my most adored tracks ever. Absolutely love it, really do, and it feels so good to be back here in Cadwell Park. It really does, as we now go firm on the brakes for the left hand side for Mansfield. Nice and tight apex, slowly bring on the power without just wheeling into oblivion, and now into 9, and then the exchange of 10, ever so slightly cutting the corner, but nice acceleration upon the exit, keeps us within track limits as we now go to the right hand side for the mountain sector, and I've got to say, yes, that is extremely difficult to do. The mountain is, it kind of feels a little bit, I don't know how to explain it as such. It's such a tough corner. The way I go into it is just with absolute confidence and no second guess whatsoever. Literally chuck it to the left hand side, and the second you feel like I'm not even turned enough, that's when you turn to the right. It's a feeling corner. I've got to really stress that. It's not a corner I can just teach you so easily, but I guess we're going to have to look into doing that for the future. Maybe a full Cadwell breakdown. We'll certainly sort something out so you guys can tackle this wonderful British circuit as well, as we are doing it right now here in fantastic part of England. So hard on the brakes we'll go then for turn 4. right Dainese boot, just kissing the tarmac ever so slightly as we just get onto the rumble strip. A little bit too tight of an apex there, but it's not a problem. Still very much enjoying the lead. 5.5 seconds is the gap right now to the German behind. So we'll now go to the left-hand side for the gooseneck, slowly bringing on the power. You see the front wheel just wanting to lift up and say hello, but it's not happening. Got to keep pushing the front end down. Don't want any wheelies happening right now. But into turn 9, into turn 10, much better navigation going to the left and right-hander there. So we now go to the left-hand side once more for 11, keep it on the left-hand side, then launch it to the right for the mount of a turn 12. You've got to move really prematurely there, otherwise you'll never lift the bike across. As we now go into the hall bends, a lovely change of direction, left to the right. Oh, it's just, oh my goodness, I love this track so much. It's just so enjoyable. Getting this track right is one of those real feel-good moments of Ride 4. So if you're not a fan of Cadwell, I do implore you to start giving it more of a chance, because it is really one of the most satisfying tracks. It's up there with the Southern 100, for example, or the Northwest 200, or even the Nordschleife. Getting the lap done is just fantastic. No penalty time, no invalidations of time trial laps, just going for it, being smooth and being consistent. And that's exactly why we chose Brad Ray today, because probably the most consistent man in British Superbike right now. Bradley Ray is doing an excellent job. He was the championship leader before I did this video, but Jason O'Halloran's brilliance and Taron McKenzie's brilliance thwarted the momentum of Bradley Ray in Brands Hatch, which surprisingly still not got that podium in the lower parts of Kent there. So surprising for Brad Ray, but I'm sure he'll have another chance by the end of this year. But now into turn 9 is turn 10. Beautifully done as always. Slowly bringing on the acceleration. Very close to touching the outside of the track there, but confidence keeps us in track limits as we now go into the mountain for the final time of asking. And you may be wondering, I've been rather relaxed going into the mountain. I'm not trying to do any big wheelies or massive jumps. I'm trying to do some consistent lap times, and a 1:25.361, which we've got so far, is a pretty decent lap time, if I do say so myself. And in fact, we're up by half a second going into Barn, and now bringing on the power for the final time. We get across the line, and it is going to be another victory for Dr. Ace. So guys, thank you very much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed the video. Another successful victory and another successful race here in Cadwell. Implore you guys to give this a chance and to give Cadwell a proper go and see if you can beat my lap times. Well guys, thanks for watching as always, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching and ciao for now. Oh hi, didn't quite see you there. Good to see you're still here. If this video didn't quite sate your appetite, then why not watch some more DrAce content by clicking the video shown on screen now. Furthermore, if you would like to follow me on social media, you can do so now with the links down in the description. Consider subscribing so you don't miss a single DrAce video.